Hey, kings, queens, saints, and ain'ts. We are. I am
You,
super
you,
excited to be here tonight with my family. A lot of it,
yeah.
I love them or whatever. But y'all know your girl was blocked. Like Facebook had took me out. They took me under. Like, and I was struggling to survive for 30 days, y'all. 30 days. They had me locked up. But I'm back. I'm so excited. Um hey Brandon, thank you for joining. Jay, what you got to say? Huh? You always got something.
I wasn't about to say. Look. I wasn't about to say nothing, but you was before we came on. You said something, and the black in me was like, "You talking about this part right here? It's on 15. If I say 15, would they even say 15?" But then I said never mind. I said never mind. I ain't want to talk with her with open credits and stuff. So I had muted my mouth. That's it.
You so disrespectful.
Interesting.
Hey y'all. Sorry.
Hey, Sissy.
He said, I came back. I came back, y'all. Yeah.
Sorry. I had a call.
I call you
Hey,
back in about an hour, okay? I call you. I told you don't call me
you
at
gonna
8
be like,
o'clock. I don't get you.
when
You
people
ain't
don't
see the
use that,
flyer?
I'm alive. It's tonight. Just a
Yeah.
little minute. We out
We
here in
right.
these streets.
People like, you ain't see the flyer? It said 7 Central, God dog. Do you know what time that is? Now.
You don't be knowing. You don't be knowing.
You ain't lying. I be Googling what time 7 Central. I be like, if it's 7 Central, what time is it? EST time. What's EST time? You know,
Just add one out. Just add one.
That's it.
look, I be trying to figure out if it's add one, subtract one, or if it's add or subtract three. I be get who got three? Is that
Okay,
Vegas?
look, I'm gonna help you out. You're up north, so you are 1 hour up. We're down south, so we're 1 hour down. That help you? That
You
help
know
you?
what? I went to this line over with to ask that question because I felt. Anywho, go ahead and talk about what we're gonna talk about. You, I'm upset now. She gon' you know what? Hey, it actually helped, but I didn't want to say it helped. So you're like, oh, is that what that is?
I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help a brother out. I'm just trying to help you,
I
bro.
was like, is that what that is?
Each
So
one we're
wait,
trying to teach one.
How is y'all central and y'all down south?
You have to
Like I
ask the
don't get.
people who made all that. Don't
We
worry
didn't.
about
We
Oh,
it.
didn't.
okay.
We didn't
Don't
make
I just
it.
vex
want to
your
say,
brain. Don't hurt yourself.
man, look, I don't know what my glasses at. I'm lost in translation around here. I'm tired because I ain't been to sleep.
Healing in the name of Jesus.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Thank you. That's not how
Hallelujah.
time zones work.
No,
Ain't that
I'm
what
just
I'm
trying
talking
to help
about?
him understand the difference between our timing and his. I can't teach the whole class right now. I got to
Oh,
just give him a brief
because I'm
synopsis
like,
of what's really going
ain't
on.
Atlanta the same time as my time?
I can't. I couldn't
Or
teach the
Florida
I
my
was just
time?
trying to tell him the difference
Atlanta
between.
actually is, yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta is, Georgia
Yeah.
is. But I was just trying to teach you. Well, not teach you. Give you an easy way to remember the distance in time between you and us. That's
Well,
all.
that's all I. Well, that's all I know.
I'll
Into who.
teach you about geography later. I want a geography be in the fourth grade. I got you. Okay.
She said, "Anywho," and you still talking. Come on,
Anywho,
anywho. Come on, anywho. Let's
tonight's
go.
topic. Hey, everybody that has just joined us again. Hey, kings, queens, saints, and ain'ts. Welcome to you, me, and the Trinity's Christ connections and conversations. Tonight's topic might ruffle a few feathers.
You ain't lying. That's your don't. She, that's not my strong
Tonight's
suit.
topic may ruffle a few feathers. I know I was having a pre-conversation with my parents and they weren't with it. My daddy wasn't with it at all. So my mom said I'm gonna be good because my mama might log on or not. It's not. It's not. Whew.
I'd
But
love to
yes,
see Mama come on. I would love to see Mama
she
come
said
on
she wasn't gonna
tonight.
say nothing. She said she was just gonna look. But tonight's topic is the church keeping you single?
Let us know if she log on. That's what I would.
So I can
Text her
log
and tell
off.
her, you went, hey, oh, I want to have I want to have a connection like y'all had the other day. Just be all gone. But seeing like I'm
So,
buffering, like
so for real, is the church keeping you single?
no, it ain't. It ain't. No.
Well, you know what? There's going to be different perspectives because you're a man, and we're going to appreciate
No.
that. But as far as it pertains, we women greatly outnumber men in the church. So you just have a pick of whoever you decide. When you get ready, you decide, yeah, I'm finna go and get married. You can just go in a minute, man, and mo. Pick a
No,
cute by her too. If she
But we
no,
holler,
got,
let me
but
know.
we'll get
but
there. We'll get
I
there.
did have a conversation about this earlier as well too, and I said this, and I will keep this. I would say it might not be your church, it might be the denomination. But go ahead, you can go ahead and finish. Ooh, look at that sour face in the middle. That face turned in the middle. Yes, it did. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So,
uh-uh.
look,
And
so as far as you know what, let's start there. Denominations, because we're all different. I am AME. Oh, I mean, oh yeah, but not everybody know who we are. We usually introduce ourselves, but y'all know who we are.
no, go ahead and introduce yourself. Come on. I
Everybody
am
do
Evan
know
in
who
the
you are.
Shell. Evan in the Shell. Coach Dula. Abdulgada.
But anyway, I'm AME. Kim, what are you?
I'm apostolic non-denominational.
So you two of them. Jay, what are you?
Nandi.
Okay, so I told him he was coaching.
Who? I was.
He
I
more so
was.
apostolic than anything.
But
Who?
anyway, but like so, as you know, in a lot of church dynamics, um, as far as men go, they are either just one not present. If they're there, they are broken and bitter. Um, or they want what I want. So
You gonna talk about us like I'm not right here? I mean, like you just talking like it's just you and Kim having a conversation. What the heck?
I mean, like let's be real. You know, like that's a real reality. So let's start there. Kim, what you got to say about that?
I don't think I can't agree with the notion that it's across the is denominational. I can't agree with that. I think we need to backpedal a little bit though.
Okay.
I think we need to go back to how this became a thing. Maybe without getting too deep into detail, but I think we need to talk about how we got to this topic and then spread abroad. I think Ebony and I are both transparent enough to say that this actual topic came out of a very heated conversation that she and I had. We were not in disagreement. We were actually in agreement. About how it seems that the church, and when we say the church, you know, how it seems that the church has set these standards for us as women to follow, but the men don't seem to have to follow. I'm trying to fix my camera, y'all. The men don't seem to have to follow the same rules that are set for the women. It seems as if we are told as women from the womb now, you know, when we're given baby doll houses and kitchen sets as little girls and babies, you know,
birthday and Christmas gifts.
Yeah, and for birthday and Christmas gifts, almost fresh out the womb, it's almost like we're immediately being conditioned to be everything to a husband. Keep your house clean, raise these babies. You know, we're taught from the womb how to be wise, but we don't really see a whole lot of men or boys being taught how to be men in the church setting. That's what we're talking about. We're told to keep yourself pure, keep yourself holy, save yourself for a husband, don't spread yourself too thin. But the men of God seem to be out here dropping it low and spreading it wide. And it's like, why
Dropping it low for
told,
Jesus.
why are we being told, hold yourself, save yourself, keep yourself, when the men can do what they want to do
and still be respected, still be held in high reverence? But this most
when we fall, if we get pregnant, God forbid, out of wedlock, if we fall, we got to sit on the moaning bitch in front of the whole church every Sunday after Sunday until we had a baby. We got to go up and apologize before these people who ain't got a heaven nor a hell to place us in. But we got to go and beg their pardon for something that we did when the God that we serve, the moment that we say, Lord, forgive us, we sorry, we repent, you done forgave us. But why Sunday after Sunday after Sunday, we got to be reminded of the thing that God has already forgotten? That's what my Bible say. He takes it and throws it to the sea of forgiveness and remembers it no more. Why do you get to continue to hold me accountable as the woman? And where's the man that got me pregnant? Why he ain't sitting up here beside me? He's sitting in the pulpit preaching. He's still over there playing the drums. I'm sitting on this moaning bitch moaning by myself.
Once again, that's why I said it's denominational. Because I've seen places where the men actually got set down off the drugs. I've seen where men could not preach. They could still be up in a pulpit, but they just couldn't preach. They were not active. I'll be transparent. I had a baby out of wedlock in ministry, and I was set down literally for a year. And people were asking, like, why you not up there in the pulpit? Like, why you not doing what you normally do? And I told them, and people was like, really? You? And I was like, yeah, he set me down. And a lot of people was frustrated about it because of what was going on, because of, at the time, what my pastor was going through in his personal marriage. You know what I'm saying? So men do get set down. I think it just depends on the church. Yeah, you're right. Women do get banished and beaten, and sometimes the men don't get punished. But once again, that's the leader of the house.
Were you set down because of the action that you did, or were you set down because of the way that it appeared? Like, was it just because I've seen like, bro, we know, it is what it is, but the people tripping, so let's just sit you down so the people won't say. Or were you set down because it's like, you really need to take some time to really think about this. You really need to take some time to seek God. Like, were you set down because of Jonathan, or were you set down because of the appearance of the ministry that you saw?
Both. I was set down, and I'll be honest with you. I was set down because, like, bro, you young, you're new in the ministry, and you already messing up. That's one. But the other one was, let me sit you down to put the spotlight on you to take it off of me. Like I said, it depends on the house. I've seen where, like I said, where ministers were set down. I've seen where the choir directors were set down. I've seen where the musicians were literally set down. Like, bro, you can't do that. You can't do that. But you are right. It is bad to where most churches, the men don't get quote unquote punished for his part in what happened. But going back to the topic, that's why I said what I said out the gate. It really depends on denomination, because like the opening joke, I was coaching. Still had my strong coaching beliefs. I knew a lady years ago. She was dating my godbrother, and as they were dating as young adults, they could not go on dates by themselves. They had to go on dates in a group to shun the very presence of evil. They could not be seen by themselves. They had to go in a safe group setting. I've seen where some apostolic churches was like, no. Like, they say it was a pastor who got married, divorced, and he never remarried because in his part of the apostolic faith, it's not good for a man to marry, divorce, and then get remarried again. That's just what they believe. Same thing as women.
Oh, make sure y'all are like and sharing the podcast. Like and share. Like and share. So
I don't know. I just have personally never seen it, but I mean, it probably happens. But I personally
Yeah,
have never seen a man
yeah.
sit
Like
down.
it happens. Like I said,
Um,
it depends on the leader of the house too, and what he believes.
so, have you ever been involved in classes or not a conference, but like an ongoing preset type class for just the men in your church to teach you how to be husbands and men of
No,
God?
unless you're a minister, no. There are no lay member men classes, and the men group is less than yeah.
So that's
So
kind of yeah, that's kind of our point. We had matrons meetings growing up. Our mamas had to have the matrons meetings back in the day to teach them about how to be wives to their husband and all these other things. You know, it just kind of seems double standardish. Like, why are we the ones that are constantly being driven to prepare, but you guys don't have to prepare for
but
us?
so
but like I said, once again, depends on the house.
so I, let me ask y'all this. Do you think because women have more classes that keep us actively involved, which is why women tend to remain there? Um, do you think if men had more, because after a certain age, men drastically fall off? There really aren't, and it just, and I will say that kind of would depend upon maybe some denominations. There just aren't, you have like children, teenagers, maybe 21, 22ish, and then boom, everybody like 50,
It's
60,
a
and
huge
70.
gap.
So
Yeah.
like when the men then decided they done went off and sold all their royal oats, they want to come back to Jesus. And now they want to do a little work for the Father.
I think it's just kind of beat into us. It's driven into us to be all that we can be to these men, and there's very little of the same telling or pushing men to be those things for us.
So
Um,
I want to just kind of redirect back to the thing for tonight. So how we supposed to find, because we out here trying to be ruthless, what I'm saying, mind our business, drink our water, do our work. But you doing all this church work, like you working, working, working. I mean, you participating in kingdom building, but ain't no husband there. Because all the husbands seem to be in the streets. They seem to be out here in these streets. So where the godly men at?
Get women that ain't churchy. Getting women that ain't reared in the church.
Cause what I say all the time, who winning? And it ain't the church
The
lady.
the hoes
It's winning.
seem to be winning. I said what I said. Now I ammo to it. Before I take it back, the hoes seem to be winning.
Because
No,
like what these, I mean, like what a church men at. So okay, y'all know, like I say, I'm AME. AMEs, we have a lot of meetings. We have a lot of meetings. Like, in the higher you go up, or the more you're active in there, you have more meetings. So what I'm trying to understand is, and a whole bunch of young men around here. I'm in the deep south or whatever. It's not a whole bunch of them. I done been to a whole lot of different meetings, and they either already married, divorced, and built them. Like I said before, or divorced and maybe just not healed from that yet. I give that because everybody's not bitter. Maybe still a little wounded, healing. Um, they like 25 years younger than me. Are they already, married? So what I'm supposed to do with it? Do I change? And that, or they want what I want? So, and that's your business. I don't care nothing about that. But that don't help me. Don't help your girl.
not damn peace.
So what I'm supposed to do with that? I mean,
I,
like,
I don't.
because I be working. I be working. I serve my local church. I serve my my district. I serve my conference. I serve the state.
Where they at though?
What? And then what y'all say? Where they at?
Where they at, though?
They are out. They are out and about. I think some of them are the ones that you see. Most of them men really don't really want to be married no more.
Huh?
There's a lot of men that really don't want to be married no more. They really they don't want to be married no more.
We know about that too, about how they be sliding in our DMs. We can tell they don't want to be married.
They don't want to be married to who they married to.
Because they come in real disrespectfully.
Extremely. And I don't want this to come off as like a bitter bashing session.
Because we love
it's so not like that. It's so not like that. We love our bros.
It's not like that.
It's just a little bit of frustration. It's a little bit of frustration because we just feel like we said, we are being told to hold ourselves and keep ourselves pure. But when we encounter these men of God, first thing they want to do is jump in your inbox and show you the junk. And it's like, Pastor,
bust it low and spread it wide.
Like apostle. Like, and then like I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna be real transparent. This is a conversation I had. Like I'm being for real. This is a conversation that we had. It's like, oh God, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell on myself before I tell on anybody else. I told Ebony I'm not interested in dating another minister, pastor, preacher, teacher, prophet, apostle. I'm not interested. Don't leave me alone. Go about your business, because I find that they are, in my experience, I can't speak for them all, but the ones that I have encountered, I find that they are much more disrespectful towards women than Pookie May May and Ray Ray on the street. I'm this close to just being like, boy, long as you believe in Jesus, you accept him as your Lord and Savior, you're going to come off this corner after a while. We're going to be all right, because it seems like the ones back there that's supposed to know better ain't doing no better. So I may as well take my chance on one that don't know, hoping that he does know, versus one that's supposed to know and just ain't doing because he don't care.
But watch this. It's crazy that you say that. It's crazy that you say that, but men say the same thing. I promise you. There was
really difficult to believe.
There was a clip. I wish I could remember where I seen it and who sent it to me. But it was a clip I got sent on Instagram, and they were having a blind date type of thing going on. They had 3 men sitting back to back to 3 women, and they were talking about the reasons why they didn't date in the church. And some of the same things y'all say about men is some of the same things we say about women in church. You know, they excuse me. Some come and drop in your inbox and be disrespectful. Some come in and they holier than thou. You know, some come in, don't want nothing, but then turn around and be the, well, I got this bill. What you gonna give me on this bill? Like, girl, I don't even know your last name. And I don't want to meet your kid either. No, they can't call me daddy. No, I don't want to meet your mama on day one. No, don't invite me to your family reunion, and we only been talking for 30 seconds. Why are we talking about wedding plans and we only been talking for 1 week? We're not. So a lot of stuff that y'all say about men say about women, and the reason why you can't find some good Christian men is because they're basically doing what Kim just said. They out talking to Quenisha and Keisha and Pook Pook and Sprinkle and Starlight and all them up. You know, they went back. I'm just saying, but they're out doing the same thing. They're like, I don't want to talk to another chicken.
So can I ask you a question? Can I ask y'all a question?
Go ahead.
Are we not, as Christians, especially as middle-aged, seasoned Christians as we all are, we were all reared in the church. You middle-aged and seasoned.
Talk about y'all too.
I'm still in my 30s. I'm just seasoned. I am not.
Whatever. We ain't babes. Okay, we're not babes in Christ anymore. Put it that way.
Okay,
are we not supposed to be marriage minded? Are we not supposed to,
Yes.
when we meet somebody, I'm not saying jump out the gate, meet today, tomorrow, we talk about marriage, but should that not be the common goal if we are living according to the standard that's set before? So why is it an issue with you guys when a woman brings up marriage soon? Like, should we not be on one accord? Because
It's not that. It's not that. It's a problem. The issue comes when I never said nothing about it to you first, and it's an
Oh,
already conversation out the gate with you. He who findeth, he, He, not she who keeps bringing it up over and over and over.
but it didn't never say that she couldn't position herself though.
She couldn't position herself, but this is the thing. If you're positioned for something and he's not, you can't force him to by keep bringing it up over and over and over.
No, it's not that you keep bringing it up, but it's like, and I'm not, I don't do this, but I'm just thinking like from the terms of a Christian woman who is seeking to be married to a Christian man. It's a conversation. Ebony and I were talking earlier
It's a
today, I think it
conversation.
was. We were talking about we are great while we have come into like, because we're both single and doing the dating thing. While we have come into some terrible situations, we're kind of glad that they identified themselves early on so that we didn't waste a vast amount of time. So what could she not be doing the same thing? Just making sure that, you know, your thoughts and views align so that she's not wasting her time.
I never said it was anything wrong. I just said from a man's
but you
perspective,
alluded
that's the
to
way
saying
we
that.
that's the way we see it. It's like, hold on, I know your first name and I know you got a job. That's it. The next one you talking about ring sizes and colors of weddings. Wait, hold on. Wait, I don't even know your last name, and I don't even know if I like you enough to even want to date you next week. There are some women who out the gate. There are some women, and y'all know some women out the gate. They're like, he got to have this, day one. Baby girl, you ain't even got this on day one. So how you want him to have this, and you don't even have the T for the this. Like, stop painting this picture, and you stole a picture because you can't paint it yourself. If you can't be what you want in a wife, how are you going to force him to be that in a husband that you need? You still got issues that you're dealing with, and you already talking about marriage, carrying on this baggage that you don't want to deal with, but you want a man.
But that's what our pastors and all these spiritual leaders telling us, you know, baby girl, if he ain't talking about marrying you, you need to let him
True,
go. So you need to
true.
find
I
out.
I
But who
I,
is supposed
I
to marry
agree.
if y'all don't want to
I
marry
I,
us?
That's
I,
what all the leaders at your church is talking about. The
I,
women
I
God
agree.
and all these other peoples and the people that's all these single, single ministries that's going on now. So I mean, like that's so is the church is that direction that we are getting from our leaders, our spiritual leaders that we trust, is it leading us astray? Because what it sounds like is y'all don't want to hit it. Y'all ain't
It's
in church
it's
no way, but
it's not that we don't want to get this. Some of us are not at church. My I believe the issue is for some men when they see women coming and that's the first thing that they're talking about. We go back and start looking at them, their characteristics, how they act, and how they like what they're doing. It's like, baby girl, and I'll go back to the joke I always use on podcasts. Here it go. Me and you kicking it. I get sick. I fart. You beating me up because your ex-boyfriend used to fart and used to cover your face up in the covers and make you smell his fart. And you're hitting him, calling him, she's hitting you, calling you her ex-man. But like, baby, you still got trigger issues that you haven't dealt with. And you said you want to get married for what?
okay, so you
You
know
still
what?
you're still dealing with Damon's issues, and my name is Jason.
I thought your name was John.
I'm not I'm not him. You're still dealing with him. You still dealing with baby daddy issues, and you can't bring them issues over here because I'm not that, and I'm not gonna let you make me pay for what he did. A lot of men run because there's a lot of women that are still beaten, battered, and bruised from their past, and they don't want to heal. They just want some more legs to lay between to say they got over the other one. So women are doing the same thing or men doing. Men, it just looks bad on men because, oh, he's going around talking to this one, baby, y'all women have been going around talking to this one, this one, this one too. It's just frowned upon because men are dogs and, oh, he hurt me. Baby girl, you did the same thing he did.
Yeah, but it's not really okay. Like we don't get well, okay, I'll take that back. We've kind of changed the narrative now because our motto, the modern day sister girl is like date them all, sis. Like until somebody is serious about you, date them all. But
Date them all.
for a very long time, we could not openly say that we are dating more than one person because of the backlash that we'll get. But okay, or thought or whatever. But you guys can do it, and it's okay. So I guess we're trying to define the line.
It's really not. It's really not okay.
Huh?
It's really not okay. Society says it's okay, but we as Christians have to come out from what society say and be different and set apart. So no, it's not okay for us to be dating this one, and this one. Society saying, well, that's just men. We don't. We are in this society, but we are not of it. We can't operate like them. We can't speak and do the same things that they do. So yes, it's okay society-wise for men to date this one, this one, this one. But as Christians, like this conversation is about, no, we can't date this one, this one, this one. That's not fair.
But here's the truth.
Not who is not fair to? Wait, who is not fair to?
Not fair to either person.
But it's happening.
It's happening. And women doing it, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's doing it, and everybody, well, he did it, well, she did. It's not fair, period. Across the board, it's not fair. But somebody has to break the ice and say, hey, enough is enough. I'm not going to do that. That's not going to be me. I'm not going to be a part of that. I'm going to be different. I'm going to be set apart. I'm going to do exactly what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to talk to this one, and if it don't work, I'm going to separate myself from that one, heal from that situation because I got some brokenness from that situation, and then I'm going to move on from there. But we don't do that. I agree. I said I haven't did it.
We got a question in the comments.
We got a question. They want you to kind of elaborate on why it's not okay for Christians to date multiple people at one time. Why it's not okay for Christians.
Why it's not okay?
I mean, because let us. One of the things that I want us to stop doing is associating being sexually active with dating. Because just because you're getting to know several people at a time does not mean that you're
having sex with any of them, let alone all of them.
So just dating is just when you're getting to know somebody. So you can't get know more than one person at one time.
I didn't say you can't, but some people can.
I mean, yeah, but yes, you did. You said we should.
You kind of said you shouldn't be doing that.
Okay, so let me say why you should not.
Tell us.
How are you getting to know somebody? Are you honestly getting to know somebody when you have multiple people that you're trying to get to know all at the same time? If you're honestly trying,
I get what you're saying, but I think if we all went by that notion, we would be focusing on somebody who's probably not necessarily as focused on us. So the option of dating more than one person at one time is okay. You're dating them all to see which one of them all.
So let's do this. Let's define what dating is, because everybody's
it's gonna look different for everybody.
Everybody's definition is different. So everybody's definition is of dating. She's looking for it.
I had a meme. Let me see what group is it. And I've shared it before, but it says dating is just when you're getting to know somebody. Wow, I'm trying to think, what group did I see that?
So we're casually talking.
We broke it down into like four things.
So we're casually talking. Hey, how you doing? Da 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 blah blah blah. Okay, that instance, that part. Fine. If you want to talk to 2 or 3 people, great. But if you're talking about, hey, Kim, I'm solely with you, and I'm solely
Okay.
trying to get to know
That's
you. This side.
exclusivity.
I got it. Here we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
It
Okay.
says, since y'all don't know how to date, talking. We've exchanged numbers, do things on a friendship level, and maybe even had relations, testing the waters to see if it's a growing interest. Dating. We are spending time together doing various activities, movies, bowling, concert, dinner, etc. as friends with a mutual interest in each other, but we are still allowed to talk to other people. Dating exclusively. We are dating, however, we have cut off all other people we're interested in to focus on us getting to know each other. Relationship. We have made a mutual agreement to be a couple. It's just you and me.
All
Agree.
in favor? Hey, wait. All in favor? Say aye. Aye. I will roll with that. I will.
I'm
I
cool with
will
that.
roll with. I will roll
I'm
with
cool with
that
that.
120%.
Because if you don't
120.
communicate to me that we are just doing us and there's nobody in the
Thank you.
picture but you and I, then
Then,
I,
like you, I mean, like,
hey,
ain't
so,
no
so,
reason
so,
for me
so,
to
so,
cut
so
off
to that
nobody else.
question, excuse me. So to that question, let's take that and we're gonna run with it. I post it on
You,
my page.
you know that
I put it
people will
on.
eliminate themselves.
they will. They will.
Yeah,
They will.
yeah,
So
yeah.
okay, let's will it
Christina
back.
said communication is important. People don't talk as hard if you don't know exactly where you stand. It is, honey,
And
because
that's why I don't assume, sis. That's why until you say out your mouth that you and I are doing an exclusive thing or we have that conversation, I don't assume and I'm dating them all.
because let me
There we
let me
go.
tell you what let me tell you what I have assumed in the past, having transparent moment. You know, you just kind of, and some men are different. You just kind of go with the vibe. It's like, yeah, let's just vibe it out, baby. You know what? I can't vibe on nothing, because what I need you to do is tell me A B C
This
D
is
E
what we're
F,
doing.
because this is what we're doing. Because until you can tell me that, because you know, like if you say, hey girl, we together, you know, we together. But other than that, that's right, Danielle. We gonna what?
Date them all.
Oh, date them
If
But
all.
I
we're
said
So,
that, and I said
if
that
we're
to my
following that
mom.
if we're following that method, then yeah, I agree.
I said it's a generational thing though, and I think that it kind of probably stemmed from the church because I had that conversation with my mom a few weeks ago. It was about a month or so ago. Um, I'm gonna tell you all my business. I went on 3 dates in one day with three different men. I did. I did. I had
go
lunch,
ahead,
brunch, and
please,
dinner.
girl.
I did. I had lunch, brunch, and dinner. And I
Jesus
did not
Christ,
feel
that's the
bad about it.
elder.
I
Jesus,
didn't feel bad about it. Now, one piece, you know why?
Why?
Because I'm not exclusive with nobody.
Jesus, keep elder
I'm
getting
not. I'm
off,
not
Father.
laying. I'm not spreading myself thin or anything with nobody. And so I was talking to my mom about it, and she kind of frowned, like, "What, girl? That ain't what." I'm like, "Mom, why? Why can't I not? I'm not exclusive with either of them. Neither of them. We haven't made a pact with one another. So, man called want to go to breakfast. John called want to go to lunch, and
Hey,
Tim
don't
T
use
want to go
John
to dinner.
John.
I had
Don't use
time to
John
do it.
John.
I did it, and you know what? I ain't feel bad about that thing. I
You
ain't feel bad
shouldn't.
about that thing at all because why? I'm not dating anybody exclusively.
But there's
Why
a
can I not?
question.
So, the question
There's a
is, how do
question.
you narrow them down when you date them all? They really tend to eliminate themselves.
You eliminate
Yeah,
yourself.
they do.
If you don't come out of your mouth
Everybody
and
not
say
gonna
this
wait.
is what we're doing,
Danielle, coach always be
he judging Danielle.
we judge
He
him
judging.
too.
I'm not judging nobody.
Thank
Shit.
you for coming on.
Lean across, Jesus. Keep it lean
He judging.
He a low key hypocrite. But
across.
anywho, yeah. So kind of redirecting, because you know we get a little lost.
We do.
Um,
It's all in the same context. Ish.
so so I'm gonna ask my sis, because we do this work of the church, because we are trying to let God be glorified and be a light in our life. You know, some men don't even want you. You know, once they get together, they feel like you spend too much time at the church. Like, how do we handle that? Because they ain't at the church. Hello, Charlotta. Hi, thank you for joining us.
Hey, girl. I'm sorry, sissy. Say that again.
Um, you know, there are a lot of men who don't really want you at church. Once you're doing the work, let's say you're on a couple committees or something, and they don't really go to church, so they don't understand why you got to be there so much. So it can cause okay, so transparent moment. So we get a little context. I was dating this guy, and he was like, "Hey, you too busy. Like you always at church. Like every time I turn around, you got a meeting, you on a call, you got to do this, you got to do that." And I was like, but he didn't really go to church. And then, like towards the end of us breaking up, he was like, "Well, you didn't even invite me." Well, one, you don't want to go, and I figured if you want to come, you would just come on with me. So I mean, like, how? So you still end up single while you trying to do the work of the Father?
It's important to. I mean, that's why you're dating, though, to find out who can handle all that comes along with you. I have stopped in the very beginning putting everything that I do on the table.
Yeah, because first thing they say is you ain't got no time.
You ain't got time. When you get time, and it's like people make time for the things that they consider to be important to them. So I've stopped saying, running down, this is what I do, this is my daily life or whatever. Two, in dating them all, you'll find who kind of understands what you do and who's cool with it versus who isn't. So like, I believe it was Danielle or somebody said they will eliminate themselves. That's the purpose of when you're dating multiple people, to find your fit. You're not dating multiple people just to have fun and wild out. You're dating multiple people to find the one that fits with you and your lifestyle.
Yeah, I've had people to say, "Ooh, I was in a meeting and I took a phone call out of the meeting and said, like, you want me to call me at this time? What's up?" And then she was like, "You busy?" I was like, "Yeah, I kind of like in a meeting with the bishop and the head of head of some of the departments at church." "Oh, you that into church?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I just thought you just went to church. I didn't know you be in meetings or something." I said, "Yeah, kind of." And that day she was like, "Yeah, no." No, I mean it's cool for you to go, but to be that involved in it's like I'm not there yet, so I want to hold you up. And that was the last time I saw and heard from them. So they eliminate themselves. Some people don't want to be a part of that. Some people don't want you to be a part of it. They eliminate themselves, and thank God they do. Thank God they know how to fall off. Amen.
So
that's true, Ricky. That's true for some. Some people are dating to have fun while out. That's true.
I'm not dating.
But answer me in my house.
Me in my house. I'm not dating for fun. We can have fun after we get married. Like, let's just go ahead and see what we're gonna do. Because I'm, just transparent. One of the first couple questions I asked, you run down them questions. How old are you? Do you have children? Have you ever been married? Do you want to be married? Like, that's some of the questions I ask in the first set of conversations. So, because, for me, if you don't even have a desire anywhere to be married, like, I don't need for us to even have any conversation, because I'm trying to be somebody's whole wife. If you ain't even thought about, like, if it ain't never, popped up into your mind, baby, you was not for me.
Sorry.
The old sis said, "It's okay to date, to have fun if y'all on the same page." Yep, I mean
it's a conversation. It is. It's a whole conversation.
That's all you want to do.
But the crazy thing is, I don't think we really had a conversation because we fear the answer. Some people don't really have conversations because they really don't want to hear the answer. Like they don't want to. They don't want to put it out there.
Well, hold on, wait, do it. Like, we want to have fun while we dating. Don't
yeah. We ain't trying to be bored. We're just saying. I guess we're saying we're not doing it for sport.
Yeah, like we ain't out here sport fishing. You know?
We ain't doing it for sport. We want to have fun while we do it.
Yeah,
but at the same time, there's a purpose behind the dating
like,
the market.
you can't just be out here busting it low and dropping it wide for
spreading it
fun.
wide. Spreading
Everybody like
dropping it low and spreading it wide.
I gotta figure out what y'all doing down south. Y'all, this is like the third or fourth time y'all done said that phrase.
That's what the old mothers of the church used to say about the young girl when they come into church, and you know her skirt might be a little short. Look at her, look like she been dropping it low and spreading it wide all night. That's what they say. So it's a term.
Yeah, Rich, you're right, man.
That's true too, and that's
true.
that's another reason why you date them all, because like somebody said, eventually the ones who are not about what you are about will wean themselves out. Yeah, in the beginning they're gonna say whatever to do or get whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. But if you're focused on what you want, then you should be able to see the red flags and the thin writing, and you should be able to know that this is not a situation that I want to continue in, and you remove yourself from it.
yes.
I think, and I like this conversation. You know, get your answers in the beginning. I think that we need to ask, and I'll go on my friend Coach Tisha Marie phrase. Get all the tough questions out of the way, because if you don't, you can get your feelings hurt in the long run. I mean, you be sitting there thinking she A1 and thinking she going on with the flow, and then all of a sudden y'all had this conversation, and what you thought she was gonna say, she don't say to these questions, and now you like, what?
Okay, so what do you do? Let's backpedal with that a little bit, and couple it with what Ricky said. What do you do when you have these conversations up front, and they present themselves because you done told them everything that you want? You done told them everything you desire in the beginning. And so now they know they have the ammunition of the things that you want. And so now it's like they got a one up on you, so they know what to say. You told me what you're looking for. All right, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to be everything that you're looking for. What do you do when they present that and then time tells that that's not who they really are? Go ahead, Sissy. Go ahead.
Are we telling our business tonight, right? We telling our business.
I wasn't really. That was a legit question. That ain't had nothing to do with Kimberly Siobhan. But
no. But it got everything to do with Ebony Lachey. Everything.
Tell on yourself, girl. Make it plain.
I'm gonna make it plain for you, cause baby, I gave somebody my playbook once before, and I won't never do it again. I laid it out. What you want, girl? This is what I'm looking for. I want blah blah blah, blah blah blah. A B C D E F G 1 2 3 4 5 6 100. And you know what he did? He did everything I said.
You said.
He did everything I said until we made it legal.
And he felt like he had you. So now I can relax and take all this fakeness off and be me, because I got you already.
Baby. Took your girl.
But you gotta be careful when you're getting the things out there in the beginning. I agree. But you gotta save some. You gotta scale.
No. So when somebody asks me what I want now, what you looking for? I just want you to be you.
That's it. That's it.
I'm looking for the second coming. That's what I'm looking for. Jesus to return.
That's it. All that. Oh, I want them to be this, and I've never had that, and I just want somebody to. No, Darrell, I just need you to be whoever God created you to be, Darrell. And if we work, we work. And if we don't, we don't. Because I ain't telling you nothing about what I want and need. If you in tune with enough with God, He'll show you. I ain't got to open my mouth.
I bust the windows out your car.
Oh, Jesus, y'all something else.
And though it didn't end up
y'all don't give me no flashbacks now.
Wow.
But right now, I don't
hey. Bring it on back. Bring it on back. Bring it on back.
I bust the windows out your
car. Oh, here she goes. She went concert mode.
So let's scale it back and let's be honest. Ebony, do you feel like the church is keeping you?
She said you fake. You fake.
I'm waiting for the second convo. She was scheduled.
Wait. I stopped breathing. I got lightheaded.
Keep me near the cross. Shoot, that's it. I'm done.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
He said, "No, they not playing that song." E. Wait,
But the
no, they
world
not.
is occupied.
Really? You gonna clap with it?
That's how they doing it.
She ain't put no hand clap with it, did she?
Yes, you did. And the turn.
Listen,
And the turn.
Okay,
She did the whole choir turn.
is the church keeping you in particular single? Are the things that you've been taught as coming up as a young pastor's kid, an AME girl through and through? Do you feel like the church has anything to do with your current state of singleness?
there aren't any men in my area. There aren't any single men. So, while I'm busy doing the work and I'm going to church meeting after church meeting after church meeting, it does occupy a great deal of my time, but there are no available men there. So, where I'm supposed to meet them at? So I would, as far as doing the work, yeah, the work keeps me so occupied. I don't really have time to do anything else. But yeah. So yeah.
Jay, do you feel like the church has anything to do with your current state of singleness?
Jay single because he wanna be. I'm gonna go ahead and answer that. The prophet have women trying to run up on him all the time.
I got those.
Jesus, difference. Man, Rocky. Man, sherbet ice cream.
Seriously, Jay, answer the question. Is your church? You single because you want to be, right? Ain't got nothing to do with the church, huh? Okay. I'm gonna test to that. I'm single because I'm tired. I'm single because I'm healing. I'm single because I'm sick of Negroes. Not really.
They be disrespectful in your inbox. Like that's part of the reason why I'm single too. Other than the church,
I don't blame the church at all for my singleness. I don't because
single, you know what? I'm busy with the church, but I do. I mean, people sliding in DMs all the time, but they be so disrespectful.
Don't they? Yeah, like I don't know that I can blame my singleness on the church. I blame my singleness on me.
I mean, but there's no quality coming in there. So what are we supposed to do with it?
Are we supposed to migrate? Is this where discipleship come in at? Is this where we're supposed to go out and catch the fish and bring them all in?
We're gonna go catch.
We're supposed to go catch the fish because girls, we're supposed to go catch the fish. Just let me know.
Let's go catch the fish.
No, but seriously, like, is that what we're supposed to do? Or is it the trick of the enemy to make it appear that way so that kingdom couples cannot come together and thrive and do the work of the Father together?
I don't see the men's, so how that's a trick that they're supposed to just magically appear.
Maybe he's just not at your church in your district. Do you date outside of the AME realm? I mean, I know the answer, but I'm asking for the people.
Yes. Just come on, baby. Come on, I'm waiting for you with open arms. All I need is one.
So you're very much open to dating a man outside of your denomination.
Yeah, while I people who know me, know I love being AME. While my mother was brought up Church of God in Christ, my dad is that's like 1, 2, 3, like 4th generation AME. So I love the tradition that AME brings. I love our foundation, but yes, I'm most definitely open to dating a man of another denomination.
Okay.
Not somebody that don't believe in my Jesus, but
no.
Another denom, yes, totally.
Okay.
I don't know what Jay got going on.
I don't know what happened to Jay either, but that's pretty much all I had. That's my answer. to my question. I mean, to the question. I can't blame it on the church. Do I blame some of the things that we were taught? Some of the ways that we were taught coming up in the church, because let's be honest, some of the things that we were taught coming up is not necessarily Bible. Some of the things that we're taught coming up is more so a tradition. Things that are passed down that are generational, not necessarily church related. That's why I say I can't necessarily blame it all on the church, because a lot of what I know about being a woman came from home. It came from my mom and my aunts and the women, the women who are institutional and inspirational in my life or whatever. It came from the standard that they set for me. When you are single and in the Lord, when it's the Lord's time, He'll send your mate. I don't feel it's a woman of God's place to look up, and you shouldn't. But does that mean that you're not to position yourself to be found? I think we take that scripture a little bit too literally. I get it. By no means am I saying run out here and be looking for you a husband, but that does not mean that you cannot make yourself readily available to be found by a husband. A lot of us have this notion, so much so that we are to be found that we don't even put ourselves into position to be found. I have a really great girlfriend who wants, desperately wants a husband, who desperately wants a mate. But it's like, girl, what you do? You work online when you leave the house. How you gonna be found? Is it gonna be the Amazon man, the mailman? We ain't got a milkman no more. So like, how you supposed to find this man if you don't put yourself into position to be found? So when we say that, does that mean that a woman is not supposed to entertain the idea of a dating site because she's looking? Does that limit a woman of God or whatever? I don't know. Should women of God be on dating sites? Sissy?
I mean, I don't see what the problem is. To be honest, I mean, why can't you be on a dating site? Especially, let's say, just for instance, if you do work, so you work at home, especially in the era of COVID that has us in. I mean, what's wrong with it? I mean, like, I think we take too many things like, oh my goodness, because I know a lot of like single female pastors who wouldn't dare get on a dating site because I'm pastor, but you don't want to. You're not dating your parishioners. You're not dating your male counterparts, your colleagues. Well, when you gonna find somebody to see who you're dating?
Yeah,
I mean, baby, it ain't wrong. It ain't try. I done been on some. I met one of my husbands on a dating site. I've been married twice, y'all. I'm divorced.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it's anything wrong. I'm not saying
I'm on a whole site, my own self. I'm on one.
Right. I'm not saying go out here and get on your knees and be proposing to men. But I do think it's okay to put yourself in a position to be found by the man. No, we should not necessarily go seeking, but it's definitely okay to put yourself in a position.
Yeah. So, bringing it. What's a burglar? I missed that. But anywho. Yes, I would say that I do a lot that keeps me busy. But I think some of the teachings, now it's really these folks out here, like they ain't coming correct.
Yeah, oh no, they fraud.
They're fraudulent, and they're really just trying to get your booty. Let's just be real.
Fraud. Or they're trying to use you to their advantage for one thing or another. They recognize the anointing on your life, or they can see what God is doing through, with, and for you, and they want to be connected to that. Like, it's so many things that you have to watch out for, and that goes for the men of God and the women of God too. Because I know that there are some women who just pry on certain, pastors, preachers, or whatever. I know that those women exist too. So don't get me wrong. Like I said before, it's not a male bashing. Like, we're not trying. We love y'all. Yeah, we can only kind of so much speak from our perspective because we're a woman. That's why we have Jay to kind of balance some things out. But yeah, I don't think we can totally blame everything on the church.
Nah.
I just don't think that the church is necessarily keeping us single. Some of the things that we learned,
they ain't teaching some good stuff. Not all the time though. They need to teach these men. Well, they need
I
to
agree.
But it ain't totally their fault,
But does that start in the churches? Does that start at home?
Both.
You know, like it's kind of like your babies are supposed to know their ABCs before they get to the schoolhouse.
But no, because the church is supposed to be, well, it used to be very much community oriented, and the church is where people learned and honed their skills. So it's supposed to be, I'm gonna take you from a baby to adulthood and then sustain and maintain you. So I don't think the church doesn't necessarily correlate to like school. It's supposed to be where you come to definitely learn. You're supposed to be able to come into the church not knowing anything and walk out with something.
Yeah, but a lot of it goes mirrors to what you see at home too, though.
Yeah, I totally. I mean, I agree with that, but I think that if we are supposed to be set apart. But if we ain't giving you nothing to set you apart, you're not giving the men anything to hold on to.
I totally agree with you. 100%. Like all the teachings, even with the conferences and things, a lot of them are geared towards us women. I don't know who made this comment. Oh God, was it a conversation we were having? I don't know. Or maybe I've seen it somewhere, and maybe I think it was Ricky that was saying how powerful Woman Thou Art Loose is, and you know how it draws so many women. But manpower does not draw. I think so too. And it's a lot of things are just driven towards us as women, and very few things are driven towards the men of God. And I think that's where our issue typically lies. Can we get an even level playing field so that we are both adequate for each other versus us being taught to be everything for you while you're only taught to just physically, financially provide?
Right.
Like outside of being, I don't really know much more that the men of God are being taught besides to be a provider.
Like they're not they're not teaching them how to effectively communicate.
And affirm your wife and uplift your wife. And
they're not teaching how to tell her, hey, I hear you, but I need a little bit of time to respond. Because they don't teach women to not go in and nag your husband. They just say, don't nag him. But you need to know, like, okay, I might need to shut up a little bit because I need to give him time to chill out. Because you're expecting immediate answers. Like they're not really teaching that. They're just teaching you to sit down, don't be seen, don't bother him. That don't work.
Can that be fixed?
Yes, I think it can be fixed.
And how?
Literally by having real conversations. How about we actually go in and teach conflict resolution at church? How about we do that? How about we start with the basics that we swear we teaching up in the pulpit? How to effectively have communication with your loved one? How to effectively get your point across? How not to tear down other people? How not to be passive aggressive? Like, can we start there? Yes, because if you can teach dysfunction, you definitely can teach function.
I totally agree.
And they're not gender specific. He said, Richard Glover said communication skills don't have to be gender specific or gender linked. They're not, but they make them as such, but they shouldn't be. They definitely shouldn't be. Well, since you have anything else, because our time is far spent.
I don't. Just thank you guys for joining in. Hopefully and prayerfully, it's my prayer that we can get on the same page and the same level, because I do believe in kingdom marriage. I do believe that God has ordained somebody for us. I would like to think for myself that it's a good, wholesome Christian man. I hope it's not lost, though there may seem to be a piece of division. I do believe that prayer can restore all. So I'm yet prayerful. Even in this, I'm yet prayerful. So thank y'all. I pray that y'all have a fantastic week. Thank y'all so much for joining us.
And hey, if you have not hit our like page, y'all go find You, Me, and the Trinity on Instagram and Facebook.
And YouTube.
And YouTube. Like, comment, and share. Hey.
Oh, also, ladies, if you are anywhere in Alabama or Georgia, September 25th, Sissy and I are having a pajama party.
PJ
And we want
Prayers
you
and
to
Planning.
join us. It's called PJ's Prayers and Planning. It's just a night filled of good food, laughter, girl talk, and we're gonna dig deep and we're gonna feel some things, we're gonna deal with some things, and we're gonna heal from some things so that we can get to our purpose in God together, because we are sisters and we are helpers to one another. And that's just what we want to do. So we would love for you guys to join us. If you need more information, hit the inbox. We'll be happy to send it over to you.
Yeah, so Jay, we really done closed out, but you got something you want to say?
No, I don't even think. For some reason, it would let me come in, but it wouldn't show me. But whatever. Once again, thank everybody for joining us. This is a conversation that we often have.
Y'all hear that rain?
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
Y'all cut all the lights out. Turn off the electricity and let the Lord do his work. I'm out of here.
Yo, we love y'all. Good night.
God bless y'all. Have a great
Oh, and you can, if you
You
want to
so
join
old.
our Facebook group,
You
it's
so
Christ
old.
Connections and Conversations. Y'all come join us. Love
You
y'all.
so
Good
old.
night.
Good night.